Dr. Dorenzo, board-certified psychologist and relationship expert here. I've got another great subject to talk about, and that is the subject of sex. And as you can imagine, it is a frequent topic for couples. Usually, it's about one wanting more and the other wanting less of it. So pop culture does suggest that men think about sex every 7 seconds. We certainly can't necessarily rely on those numbers. Felt like they were a little bit over the top and would probably be even exhausting for the most vigorous of males. I mean, to think about it every 7 seconds. So I did some research, did some digging, and I found a great article about a study in the Journal of Sex Research from 2012. In this study, it did debunk the notion that men think about sex every 7 seconds, because every 7 seconds, that would amass to 8,000 sexual thoughts during waking hours. I mean, how could you actually get anything done? So if you're thinking about it all the time. But when we're talking about sex, we always got to throw in food in there, especially with males. So, because let's listen about the research. So the research found that men think about sex 19 times a day and food a close second at 18 times a day. So I hate to bring up strip clubs again, but there is absolutely a reason that strip clubs advertise that they have the best burgers in town. They know how the male mind works. It's thinking about food and sex. So women think about sex and food less often, and they think about sex 10 times a day and food about 15 times a day. So now, in the study, there also seemed to be a couple of sexual overachievers. One male tallied 388 sexual thoughts in one day, and a female tallied 140 sexual thoughts in a single day. I do hope those people are together, hope they're a couple. And the study also talked about sleep and found that men think about sleep 2.5 more times in one day. So how does this research apply anyway? Well, men are definitely the needier gender when it comes to sex and biological drives, but they are not as sex crazed as pop culture would suggest. So personally though, I have a sense of relief because my wife, thinks about sex at least half the amount of time that I do. So I just really have to be better at timing. Also, for the female viewers, a better excuse than saying you have a headache or pretending that you're asleep would be sending him to the kitchen for some leftovers, as men, as you now know, think about food as much as they think about sex. So stay tuned for future videos about how often you should be having sex in a healthy marriage or healthy relationship, and how to get your partner to be in the mood. So good luck in your relationships, and you'll hear from me soon. Thanks.